Well, hello, old friends, and welcome back to the channel. Good news, it's Babylon 5 time, and today we'll be watching Season 2, Episode 16, Knives. Now, knives make me think of getting a knife in the back, which makes me think of Mike, which makes me think of Jakar, which makes me think of betrayal, which makes me think of Babylon 5. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time to board Babylon 5. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear, dear friends, all of that is then and this is now, and now it's time to inhale that new star smell as we watch Season 2, Episode 16, Knives. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go. Right into it. I'm laughing. I was chuckling at the title. Oh, sweet. Oh, that was a great shot.
Swinging like you've had a rough day.
Yeah, John's pissed.
Try an 8-hour session with the League of Non-Aligned Worlds. They're thinking about banning both the Narn and the Centauri from the corridor.
Wow.
At least you didn't have to spend your day in the triangle.
Triangle.
Gray sector. Ever since B5 went online, there have been all kinds of stories about the place. Strange lights, weird noises, people vanishing. Maintenance nicknamed it the B5 Triangle.
Like the Bermuda Triangle?
In that case, I'll have to take a look for myself.
Why?
Curiosity.
It's something different.
Haunted houses, forbidden paths, Indian burial grounds. It's like candy. I couldn't get enough of them.
Just don't go in there alone, okay?
Well, you're in the right place, buddy.
Strike 3. You're out.
Thanks.
That's awesome. It's a real field too, inside the circular thing.
The doorway is fine. Fine. The man was a giant of Centauri opera. His opening aria for Trovales Toccata. Please.
Please.
Tiano, mi torva
Veer does not agree.
care, mestaton divo.
That is great.
It cannot stand beside Centaro's mi grivataro.
Milacrosa vizima, tivaema grisoleda.
I love this.
Vita, lestero, vigri.
That's one of my favorite moments in Babylon 5. That is so awesome.
How fitting you should die with a song on your lips, Molari.
Hopefully that's a joke. Hopefully that was a joke. John's telling us about the history of Babylon 5. Whew, this show. I think about it quite a bit, my friends.
This is the story of the last of the Babylon stations. The year is 2259. The name of the place is
Babylon 5. This show is so good. Hey, I heard rumors that JMS is going to take over Doctor Who. Is that true? Because if that's true, I've never watched Doctor Who. I'm going to need to catch up very quickly. There's only, what, like 30 years worth of material?
Who are you?
You're doomed, Pasoleati.
Pasoleati. Oza? Oza!
I thought it was a joke.
Veer, I want you to meet an old friend of mine. This is Urza Jado. Vocator Urza Jado, hero of the Battle of Gorash and the finest swordsman in the Coroprido.
Really?
Now we shall go back to my quarters, open a bottle of fine Brevare, and you shall tell me what happy miracle has brought you here to Babylon 5.
But later, we will talk of many things and drink deeply of your fine bravado.
Well, that's good for Londo in his black jacket. So disappointing every time I see it. I like this. It's telling us a little bit about John. We need everything we can get. I do. I need everything. Cool shot. Drazi? Is it like a bullet hole in its head?
You all right?
He is not. He is not all right.
Garibaldi.
Chief, I'm in grade 10. I've just found a...
Oh boy.
Cap. Did you? And again. Then.
Mike, you know where he was. Go.
Can't read you. There must be...
What the hell?
I've been attacked by aliens before, but never by dead ones.
So maybe next time you listen when I tell you not to do something. Sir.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'd say the attack was a simple post-mortem reaction. Dead bodies build up deposits of gas.
Franklin, you didn't see it.
All right, you and I will go through his quarters. Send a detail to check out his...
Cap.
What?
The doc is right about me needing some rest.
Did it do something when it touched him? Does he have that in a safe? Like it.
So, how long have you and Vocator Giotto known each other?
Oh, ever since we were children, but our houses have been allied since the earliest days of the Republic. They said I fought like a crazed Leate, and so they called me Paso Leate. Urza was known as Sculptura, the silent beast.
Silent beast.
Bursting to prove ourselves to each other and to the world.
Nice pour.
Paso Leate. My heart leaps to see you again.
No more than does mine, my good and dear friend, Sculptura.
The Bavaria?
Yes, and you will not be disappointed.
These are pretty big glasses. Goblets, if you will. So I wonder if it's when it touched him or something happened before that I missed that's causing him to have these types of like bio responses, like hypnosis and seeing hallucinations. What in the absolute hell? It's going right through it. You're hallucinating, dude.
How'd you get here so fast?
I was on my way with the forensics report when E-Systems picked up gunfire in your quarters.
Oh, they can pick up gunfire? That would be helpful.
A Grylor. It's an animal native to Janos 7. I was stalked by one once.
Grylor.
Must have been a nightmare.
No. It was no nightmare. I saw it.
Way too vivid.
So what does forensics say?
Suicide.
Are you telling me he bashed his own skull in?
Yeah, against the pipe where you found him.
I wonder if he was seeing things too. Something drove him crazy. Only way out.
You keep checking. I want answers. I'll be in CNC if you need me.
I hate to say it. I'd go be seeing Kosh. Food and drink gone.
Wow, after all these years, Paso Leate, have you still not found love?
Oh, there was someone, a dancer.
And?
Oh, I think that as all love does. Badly.
She never came back.
And what do they say about me when they speak my name?
That your star is once again in ascendance, as is the Republic's.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah.
The Narn did not start this conflict. They were forced into it by a faction within our own midst.
Ooh. He's come to you for something.
A resolution is about to be brought before the Centaurum, declaring me and my house traitors.
They could never prove such a thing.
These days, the mere accusation is enough. I will be disgraced. And you know what that means.
Is that a threat or?
And House Molari is still one of the most respected of the noble houses. If you stand with me...
You're allied. The houses are allied, right?
I'll do what I can.
Oh, God, if he turns on him, it's another strike on his soul. God, I want that painting of Londo so bad.
Everything in order?
Remarkably so. It's beginning to worry me.
You always worry when things are going well.
I don't have time to worry about them when they're not.
Jump gate online.
Every time. Every time. Everything's going well. There's something going across his vision, and it's similar to that pattern. That, like, almost like watermark pattern.
What the hell?
Sir?
It's a cool ship design.
Captain? Is something wrong?
Careful, John. There are sympathetic guys in here, but I'm convinced we've got moles back to Earth Force. I mean, they will, or the Dome. They think that you're losing it. That's not good. I hope my guy, the communications officer, isn't evil. I keep thinking that he's going to turn.
And then in CNC, I saw the Icarus.
The Icarus?
Yeah, it was the one his wife was on.
Oh, great. Then I'm just plain nuts.
Well, anyone willing to command Babylon 5 has got to be slightly insane.
Talia?
I know a good Marcab doctor. I'll check with him. Suddenly you put in charge of a small city in space just as a major war breaks out. Your diet changes, your sleep is constantly interrupted, you face a major crisis every other day, and...
Stress induced?
Put you on medical leave for a few days.
Oh, no, impossible. I have a station to run.
Nah, Franklin doesn't need you.
This is going to monitor any abnormalities in your system functions.
Oh, Doc.
And I'm also prescribing a mild sedative. I want you to relax and enjoy yourself. That is an order.
You know, you're just like your father.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
There we go. There we go. I knew Franklin was coming around.
Taking care of our mutual interests consumes much of my time.
I hate this guy.
Urza is a friend, more than a friend. He's a dueling comrade. My house and his have been allied since the earliest days of the Republic. I will stand up for him.
I'm afraid the political repercussions will be very grave.
And then let him be grave.
Perhaps you are forgetting who made your plan a reality and how it was done.
Yeah, dude.
You know, on rare occasions, I am proud to be your attaché.
On rare occasions.
Get me a drink, and then contact all my agents on Centauri Prime.
And then get me another drink.
Is there something wrong?
No, just want to see how you were doing.
Better, a lot better. You know, I almost forgot what it's like to just relax.
Yeah, you seem like it.
But there is one thing. He came through Sector 14 on his way here.
Is that restricted?
That's right. Ever since the incident last year with Babylon 4.
Babylon 4? I thought that was destroyed.
So did we, until we got a signal from it.
Uh-huh.
We managed to get all its people off before it disappeared again. But Earth Force believes there's still some kind of anomaly out there.
All alone in the night.
You know Lord Valo.
Lord Valo, good to see you again.
Lord Valo?
To us, old comrades well met. And to the Republic.
To the Republic.
Ooh.
No charges will be made against you or your house.
The resolution has already been brought before the Centaur. And my sources assure me it will pass.
He wants the public recognition. Oh, boy.
Rifa! What do you have to do with him? It was he who had the resolution brought before the Centaur.
You must be mistaken.
Knowledge is a basic tool of politics. Mine is considerable.
Wow.
I have a destiny to fulfill. One which will take our people back to a golden age. We are Centauri, Urza. We are meant to conquer, to rule.
You could have phrased that better.
No one can stop this. A new day is coming to our people. A great day.
Why? Whoa.
And I can help you be a part of it.
You cannot build an empire based on slaughter and deceit. I have a gift for you.
find a blade I have never seen.
It is the blade I carried at Garage.
Oh, wow.
Then accept this, Pasoleati. By the laws of the Curo Prido, I challenge you to the Marago.
Is that a duel?
To save my honor and my family from your new friends. Or have you become as cowardly as they?
Oh, boy.
Go. Make your peace with the gods and return here in 2 hours.
I wouldn't have had so much to drink if I had known I was going to be fighting for my life. Oh, wow. There we go.
What do you want?
Get Talia or get Kosh, man.
Mom. Dad.
Yes.
What?
Franklin to Sheridan.
Oh, he left his link.
As an I are Coro Prido, proud knives. It would bring disgrace on our house if I were to decline his challenge. Those noble friends of his would see to that.
Disgrace is preferable to death.
Right.
The time has passed.
Londo, this is insane.
Insanity is part of the times. You must learn to embrace the madness. Let it fire you.
You led with he's one of the finest swordsmen in the galaxy.
Do you know where the captain is?
What's wrong, Doc?
Well, his med bracelet monitored a strange neural surge and then went dead. He's not answering his link.
I'm on it. Garibaldi to all officers, I want a location on Captain Sheridan.
Commander, my board shows Delta 1 prepping for launch.
Shut it down.
Authorization code Gamma 66Z9er. Override locking controls. Open bay doors.
Oh, I guess he can override that then.
Ivanova to Garibaldi.
Send somebody out with him at least. Get Warren or somebody.
I knew you would not disappoint me.
Do you really intend to go through with this, Urza?
It is the only way.
Look at that guy's fan in the back. Wow.
You never could match me with the Kutari.
In all our duels together, my life was never in jeopardy. You'll find I set great store by it.
Look at that guy in the back. Holy smokes.
Delta 2 to Delta 1, do you read me?
Mike went out.
Haven't quite got it all figured out myself, but I think you were right. The answer's in Sector 14.
What?
The Marago is declared and accepted.
Look at that fan. Gentlemen, this makes no sense, but I really like the attire. Like the padded sleeved suits and stuff and the padded vest. Let's see how much choreography they can get in before they cut. It's only padded up to the elbow. It's not looking great, Londo.
Computer scan for any unusual phenomena.
Unable to comply. Sensors malfunctioning due to high level of tachyon particles.
Guys.
What the hell?
Are you going through something, John? What the hell? Something was in him. Some entity.
Jumping.
Stop drifting towards it.
Captain!
I like his sticker or whatever that icon on the side.
Come on. Nice and easy. That's it. Yeah! All right.
Nice job, Mike.
Get us out of here.
He was headed into that breach. Looks like he got one hit in on that right shoulder.
Londo!
Is that what he wanted?
Why did you make me do this, Urza?
My family. I could not let them share my disgrace. This way, I die with honor.
Yeah.
Yes, I promise it. I will guard them as if they were my own.
Thank you, old friend.
Oh my God. I mean, Londo is just falling into despair. Oh, it's great acting, man. Ooh. Great acting.
Well, he must have come through that rift in Sector 14 and somehow wound up in that Marcab's body. It drove him mad.
How did you figure out what it wanted from you?
The images I got. Fear, loss, home.
Home, the parents. That's what triggered it.
This is fantastic. For this creature not to show up on my scans, it would have to be completely different from every alien species we know. Possibly gaseous in nature, or maybe even pure energy.
Pure energy.
I think he's excited.
Excited? We could be discovering a whole new life form here.
He's a xenobiologist. Of course he's excited. Man, he's losing all his touchstones, all of his like points from his past. This is almost like a Shakespearean descent for Londo.
I've made the arrangements you requested for Ursa's family. Londo?
It's very good, Veer. Thank you.
God, he cannot lose Veer. Veer's like it.
But my death would not have saved his family.
I don't understand.
He sacrificed himself.
The victor must accept the loser's family as part of his own. They cannot be harmed by the resolution passed against Urza.
Amazing.
Perhaps some good has come out of this tragedy.
Yeah.
It's not too late to make some new choices.
No. The blood is already on my hands.
Listen to Veer, man.
Right or wrong, I must follow the path to its end.
Oh, God. All right, everybody, we just finished Babylon 5, Season 2, Episode 16, Knives, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished Knives, the 16th episode of the second season of Babylon 5. You know, this was I like this very much because this is almost like we talk about it a lot, wherever you kind of like, you're placing people for the story to come. You know, we're walking around the horn. We're just checking in on everybody, seeing where everybody is. But this particular episode is almost like a break in the action for a character study. We need a character study right now on Londo Mollari. And it's not necessarily like Londo Mollari, the all-encompassing from birth to now, who is he? This is more of, we had our Londo that we first met, you know, or thereabouts for Babylon 5, and we have Londo now. And that character study that we need is definitely the one in the incarnation of Londo that we have right now, because he is playing by a different set of rules than the Londo that we experienced before, that I experienced in season 1. And this Londo is, you know, he's willing to do things that the other, I don't want to call earlier Londo cowardly, but he was ineffective. You know what I mean? He was passive. He was reactive. He was certainly not an aggressor. But now there is not even a subtle shift now. Now it's a declared open shift. Like, you know, Veer saying, hey, you can make better choices. And he, made a definitive statement to end this little character study that we had by saying, oh, no. I've made my choices and the path is set. I will follow it through, good or bad, to the end. That is a very declarative statement. That's not open to interpretation. It doesn't give us I think I'm doing the right thing, Veer, and I want to see it through. It doesn't give any type of wiggle room with that statement. When you say, come hell or water high, I'm going to walk this path no matter what, for good or bad. Even if I realize it's the wrong thing to be doing, I'm going to see it through, is basically what he's saying here. And so that is, to reverse engineer that statement, we needed to have the episode that we had in front of us, where it was basically like you're posing somebody from Londo's past. Now, would it have worked better if it had been like an established character, like somebody we had met, a couple times, maybe like once or twice in season 1, maybe more recently, and then he had to fight and kill this person. It would have worked better for us as the audience, but not for Londo as the character. Londo went about, as soon as we met Urza, they established very quickly that they were lifelong friends, that their houses were basically like lifelong allies in the life of the Centauri Republic. And so, or the Empire. And so, again, with all of that coming together, they quickly established that there was massive stakes and there was an emotional investment from Londo into Urza, up to this point. And so that's the good thing that we need here. That's the item that we need. We needed to have something that he cares greatly for, whether it's a person or a thing, because Londo's a little materialistic, or at least he was. But now that we bring in a person, somebody that he has actual, legitimate, emotional stakes with, somebody that he truly loves. And when you think about Londo, I mean, they even talked about, they even kind of made mention of this, not necessarily as a comparative, but just as a reminder. Oh, you never found love, Adira, but it went the way of all things and ended badly. So you're basically saying, hey, there's nobody out there that Londo really loves except for the guy he's talking to right now in Urza. And they go about it very quickly to establish that there is an incredibly strong bond between the two of them. And the thing about Londo is so, I mean, he lies to himself, again, earlier this Londo seems to be at least a little more forthright with both Veer and himself. He makes very very definitive statements, which is not something that we're used to seeing with Londo. And so my big thing is with this character study, to get to that moment, no matter what, I'm walking this path. To reverse engineer that, you needed to have something that Londo loves at stake, and that's Urza. And then you needed to have him fight in the old ways. That's my friend, when he told Lord Rifa, no, you're going to change this, you're going to do this. I don't care if it's bad for me. You do what needs to be done. And they agreed. And then, of course, Urza realizes that, oh my gosh, that's going to ruin my plan here to make sure my family's safe. And then I'm sure he was going to do that at any point, but I think it gave him pause for a second, I think. Almost pivoted away from his plan is what I'm thinking almost happened as well. But at the same time, in developing that moment where you have arguably what we've been presented in Babylon 5 as a series to this point through 16 episodes of season 2, arguably the thing or the person, maybe is the best way to say it, that Londo cares the most for throughout his life, that has the longest kind of tenure of having an emotional stake in Urza, and then having to get rid of him, and then seeing that sacrifice, recognizing that sacrifice for what it was, and continuing along with this mission, to make sure that he is safe. Of course, he's going to follow the path to the end now. Why would he go back? You know what I mean? There's nothing to be gained at this point for him on a personal level to go back to who he was. Would he have gone back if it meant saving his friend? He demonstrated that he's more than willing to do that. When he was talking to Rifa, I don't care what it does, you do it. We'll try to protect you. You do whatever it takes. You stop this shit. He didn't, at that point, it certainly didn't seem like, while Londo was concerned, he wasn't concerned for himself. He was willing to make that sacrifice to keep his friends safe. He was willing to go back to the person he had been before, or even in a worse situation as somebody that didn't have any respect, was even dishonored potentially for kind of aligning themselves with Urza. But now that he's gone, and now that that kind of emotional chip is no longer in his hand or off the table, he has absolutely no incentive that could force him, whether by his own choice or by just the politics of, the Centauri, to go back to who he had been. That was in my mind, and again, what do I know? No, I'm through 16 episodes of the second season. I'm talking in these grand statements. But, it seems to me now, what's the other emotional component? What could potentially give him enough pause in his current course of action to go back? We've taken that off the table. He ran that guy through. There's nothing else that could bring him back that I have met or known of, I know of so far. There isn't anything that could produce that level of a response. Whew, they've cast him adrift, and JMS just cut the anchor on old Londo. Now, what I'll quickly say about Sheridan is this. I really like the idea that to me, that entire entity needing to go back to Sector 14, inhabiting his head for a little bit, causing him these hallucinations, seeing the eye stuff, seeing what that kind of visual kind of film or that visual kind of like filter they put over everything. That to me was a seed for the future. Whether it is or not, I'm not sure. We didn't learn enough in this other than that there was this pure energy, which I thought of Spock, this pure energy creature that's out there that's dealing with Sector 14 that looks like it went through some type of portal in a tachyon field, which I can only assume is some type of like past, present, future, time travel-y portal type of thing. And he was being drawn towards it, I think inadvertently. I think he kind of passed out and he was still kind of drifting towards it, but that he was still moving towards it. Put a pin in that. And he was able to be brought back. No other further explanation was given on this creature, so I certainly think that might be a seed. Now, if I can only keep my Swiss cheese brain from forgetting what those things mean, the eyes and then like we said, like the filter that goes over the vision. And again, is something trying to communicate? Where is this from? From the future, from the past? Where are they from? And again, it looked like a being of pure energy, and it was light. It was like a bright light that shot from him. And again, whether it's a comparison that is legit or not, I can't help but say, okay, there's a bright light that came out of this thing into Sector 14. The only other time we've ever seen a bright light is when our guy Kosh, breaks open that suit of his and the light shines out like we're looking in the case in Pulp Fiction. And then, of course, if where there is light, there is darkness. What would Tim Curry say in Legend? What is light without darkness? So again, is this something? I don't know. I don't want to speculate too much and get myself spun up. But, this was a being of pure light. And we've seen these shadowy things. So I can't help but make the comparison. I'm sure I'm wrong. But again, I cannot help but make the comparison. And I will share it with all of you so I can fall on my own sword whenever I'm proven to be wrong. But this whole show is so much fun to do these types of things with friends. Thank you all so very much for watching along with me. This has been a hell of a journey. And I can't believe we are just at the really, like you all said, we're still at the beginning. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for some Babylon 5. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. But my dear, dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to say goodbye from Babylon 5. So where should we say goodbye from? Well, there was so much going on in this episode. Character studies. We have the inclusion or the introduction of a brand new species, potentially brand new species. We've had the continued fall and the continued subversion of Londo Mollari. So where in this weighty episode should we say goodbye from? That's easy, my friends. Batter up. Make sure you lift your elbow because we have some batting practice. Until such time as we can swing at this show again, my friends, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.